It's the show that keeps on giving, coming up right after this. Hi, I'm Alan Smith. Welcome to Garden Style, a show about some unique ways to grow, cook, and design your world. Now, in today's show, we're talking about gifts and giving, and I've got some great ideas that will surely delight your friends and family. We'll begin with a gift of beautiful bulbs, and then you'll really find a fun way to give on multiple levels at the Expressions Art Show. And later, designer Mitchell Crisp will show you how to make a truly sentimental present. We have all of this in store just after the break, so stick around. Everyone loves a unique gift, and I, for one, love bulbs any time of the year. Now, when we think of gift giving, we may think of giving bulbs like tulips, hyacinths, and daffodils, which are spring flowering. You can also give throughout the year with some of the summer flowering bulbs, such as lilies, dahlias, and even these calla lilies, which I really love. Now, I know that that bulb doesn't look like much, but believe me, in a few weeks it can turn into a gorgeous plant, and a few weeks after that, a spectacular flower. It's really easy. All you need to do is add an organic potting soil to the container, leaving about 4 inches of cover at the top. Then place the bulbs in with a pointed side up. You can really pack the bulbs in there, and just be sure they're close but not touching. Then fill the soil to the top and water them in. Once you have them planted, then you can decorate them in any way you'd like. And just remember, every occasion there's a bulb. For every home or person there's a style of container. Combine them together and come up with something creative as a gift. A unique gift idea that uses wonderful garden edibles is one called a rustic caprese salad jar. It makes a great thank you or hostess gift, and it's so simple to create. Now, all you have to do is start by placing about 2 cups of cherry tomatoes in the bottom of a quart-sized mason jar. There are so many varieties to choose from when it comes to these little tomatoes. Some like Sweet and Neat and Super Sweet 100. Okay, the next step is to place 1 large bunch of sweet basil on top of the tomatoes. You'll find sweet basil one of the easiest herbs to grow, and it performs beautifully in containers. Next, top this off with a small ball of fresh mozzarella wrapped in cellophane and seal the lid. Lastly, use raffia to tie on a note card with the recipe for assembling these ingredients to make a delicious caprese salad. Your friends will love this garden-inspired edible gift. You know, there's just something about original artwork. I love to get in my studio and create things, and when I give one of them away, hey, people just love it. It's a great way to gift. You know, but I also like to go to other events and find other artists' work, and sometimes there's an opportunity to give there. For instance, I love the Expressions Art Show. It's hosted by the Birch Tree Communities. Take a look.
My name is Luke Kramer. I work for Birch Tree Communities. I'm the Director of Training and Development. Birch Tree Communities is a private nonprofit organization, and we work with adults throughout the state on their path to recovery from mental illness. We know that mental illness can sometimes put a stop to people's lives, and we want to try to open up as many opportunities for folks to reintegrate back in the community and kind of regain their sense of who they are and their lives back. It seems like whenever they're able to focus their energy onto a painting, for that period of time that they're focused, a lot of those symptoms just simply disappear. They just simply go away. So we know if people can use their strengths, like the arts or whatever it may be, a lot of times the symptoms that they're going through tend to kind of melt away while they're using those strengths.
My favorite thing about art is getting to express myself and just in there and losing myself in the painting, and I don't have any worries. It's just get to express myself just openly.
It's a stress reliever. It brings a group of people together to join something positive.
I've always liked to paint, and when I came to Birch Tree, art program was offered to me, so I jumped on it. We have an awesome art teacher, Jim Tyndall, and he collects the work. He enters it into this sale.
We try to teach fundamentals of the art. We want to teach people real techniques they can use to then express themselves in any way they want. The artistic experience is just one piece of many pieces when it comes to their therapy and medications and all the things they need to kind of help them through this point in their life due to their illness. And all the pieces that are sold tonight, the profits go right back to the artist.
This is such a great way to support art and to support people who have need. It's a perfect combination. If you'd like to know more about the Expressions Art Show, you can go to birchtree.org or just check out something similar in your own community. You know, there's nothing wrong with a simple store-bought gift. But you know, whenever you can create something yourself, well, it just makes it all that much more special. My friend Mitchell has come up with a beautiful gift that really comes from the heart.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Crisp, and I'm going to show you how to make a great personalized gift today. This is my best friend. She and I used to live together, so I'm gonna make her a sentimental present out of a piece of tile, a key from our old apartment, and this old photograph of us together that I just scanned into my printer and printed it out on regular paper. You don't need any photo paper or anything, it's too heavy. I'm gonna flip my tile to the back on the rough side. Then I'm gonna take some gloss gel medium, which is really just clear acrylic paint, basically. And I'm gonna get my brush just a little tiny bit wet and then wipe it on this rag just to soften up the bristles. And I'm painting on a kind of thick coat. So I'm gonna do a couple little passes at it. I did it on the rough side. All right, and I made it pretty smooth. And then I'm gonna lay this down, face down, and this is gonna flip the image, but it'll still be great. And then I'm gonna press down from the middle out. This gets wrinkles out. And I'm pressing this ink into this clear gloss medium, making it real smooth. So I've got this pressed down really good. And now I'm going to leave it overnight. In this weather, it might take at least 6 hours. So I'm going to put this one over to dry. But magic of television, I've got a dry one right here. I'm going to take a rag, a soft rag. I'm using an old torn up t-shirt actually, and I'm going to get this really wet. And what's happening is I'm going to gently remove all the paper from this top. Now, over the time that this has had to dry, the ink from the picture has melded with the gloss gel medium. And I'm just going to rub this, and you just start rubbing, and you see the paper itself starts coming off, but it leaves the picture. I think that this might be a fun thing that you can make using 4 or 5 tiles. You could do a whole set of coasters for somebody. And then I'm gonna take a dry piece of this rag and wipe it. Make sure it's dry. Take a little bit of Mod Podge, the crafter's favorite art supply, a little bit, and this will seal it. And it'll also give it a smooth top. Okay, so I'm gonna set this aside. Through the magic of television, the Mod Podge is dry. Actually, this step only takes about 20-30 minutes. So now it's sealed. Last little element, a key from our old apartment. And I'm going to use basic tacky glue to use your imagination and use things that mean something to you, because that makes a gift that means something to someone else.
There are more one-of-a-kind presents when we return. Welcome back. Now we're focused on gift giving, and who doesn't enjoy a well thought out homemade gift? Now this is a simple recipe that you can make, and it's perfect for anyone who really wants to take care of or needs to take care of their hands. That would be all of us. I know mine can use all the moisturizing and nurturing they can get. Now this recipe is for a hand balm made with soy oil, and it's really good, and it only takes 5 ingredients. Now what you want to start with is a double boiler, and if you don't have one, just make one like I did here. I have a slightly larger pan with some water in it, which is boiling, as you can see, and then I just set this one on top, and this keeps me from overcooking or scorching these ingredients, because really what you want to do is you want to bring them into solution. One of the ingredients is already in solution, that's the almond oil, but then we have 3 others here in a solid state. We have cocoa butter, we have soy wax, and then coconut oil in a solid state. And once this cools down, it will return to the solid state, but it's soft enough that you can use it as a nice balm. Now, what we want to do is we want to melt the wax first, and what I'm using here is 6 ounces of soy wax. Just immediately begins to melt. Now with the soy wax completely in solution, I'm going to add 9 ounces of coconut oil. And it's called an oil, but you can see it's very thick, almost solid. And this will melt down as well. What's great about this recipe is that, well, it's all natural. And all of these ingredients are very good for nurturing your skin. All right, so that's going into solution, and this happens very quickly. It's almost like melting ice here. So making up this recipe really doesn't require a lot of time. Now with the coconut oil completely in solution, it's time to add 6 ounces of the cocoa butter. You can see this is in chunks or squares or cubes, and it melts very quickly. And what a wonderful aroma. It's conspiring with that coconut. It's almost as though we're making a big pan of brownies. Now the next ingredient will really add a lot of nutrient. It's almond oil, and we're using sweet almond oil, which is different from just ordinary almond oil. And I'm going to use 6 ounces of this, and what's great about it is that it provides vitamin A, D, and E to your skin. So I've just added that. I'm just going to stir this around. So when you're looking in the store, don't just get ordinary almond oil, go for the sweet almond oil because it's better for your skin. All right, so it's all in solution. Just take a look at this. And now you can add a fragrance. You can use just about anything you like. I'm crazy about lavender, so I'm going to make this batch lavender scented. Draw up a full dropper of essential oil of lavender. You can see it's full there, and I'm going to just drop this all the way in there. You want to experiment with this because you may do one batch and decide, hey, I want a little more aroma to it. You don't want to get too much. So try one first and just see what you like. But I've found 1 dropper that size is about what I like here. Now it's just a matter of pouring it up now. Be careful, don't let it splash up on you like it just did here. And what I like to do is just kind of keep stirring it so everything is kept in suspension. And then I like to take a cup with a scupper on it, and this makes it a little tidier by using a funnel. You just fill it up to that line in these fruit jars. I like these little small ones that are low. They're perfect for a balm like this. Now all I do is let these sit here until they come to room temperature. At that point, they will solidify, and then it's just a matter of closing the lids on them and then placing them in a gift basket with, say, a towel, maybe a nail brush or something else. People love it. Give it a try. Now, I really enjoy finding ordinary things that are very affordable, classic in the look, and use them in creative ways. For instance, these cylinder vases, you can do a million different things with them. They're a lot of fun to dress up for various occasions and as gifts. So what I've done here is I've taken one, and rather than cover it, I've just filled it with various kinds of citrus, lemons and lime slices here with just a bouquet of yellow mums, bright and perky and very affordable. And take a look at this vase. I just took some purple ribbon, had a little green band on it, and I wrapped it all the way around the cylinder vase, tied a little green raffia at the top, and filled it with these mauve-colored tulips. A beautiful gift. And then what I'm doing here, I just want to show you how you can take ordinary ribbon and just attach your ribbon. I like to start at the bottom. I'll just fold a piece of ribbon like that and attach the ribbon here, and then just gently turn the vase and just keep a little tension on it. It takes more ribbon than you might imagine. This is really a fun polka dot ribbon that I'm going to take all the way to the top. You want just enough overlap. Take a pair of scissors and cut it off like this, and then carefully just slide it under there so it adheres to the vase itself and the ribbon, and then pull it across like that. Now you can decorate that up just about any way you like. Now take a look at this one. I've been taking just some various twigs of different colors, and I've used this natural jute, and I'm going to tie this around. So if you're doing some sort of a dinner party, or you're looking for ways to set a table for a rehearsal dinner or something like that, these are affordable and creative ways to do flower vases. Let me add some water first. And then if you take something like these gorgeous hyacinths that have a tendency to flop anyway, keep them banded at the base, and then I just gently slide the hyacinths in there, and these natural twigs will help give this some support. As you can see, by taking something ordinary and applying a little imagination to it, you can come up with some extraordinary things. There's more garden style right after the break. Well, I've had such a great time in today's show. It's been a lot of fun. You know, it feels really good to give. And I hope in today's show you've come away with some ideas, some inspiring ways to, well, grow, cook, and design some of your own gifts. Until next time for Garden Style, I'm Alan Smith.